Good day, sir. Now we'll present our assigned topic, which is the BARM, or the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. That was just an arm before, or the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Before we discuss about why BARM was formed and structured, we must first explore the history. In the 1976 Tripoli Agreement was signed on December 23, 1976 in Tripoli, Libya by Carmelo Z. Barbero. Carmelo Z. Barbero was a Filipino army officer and a politician, representing the government of the Philippines and Normiswari of the Moro National Liberation Front. Normiswari is a founder or the leader of the MNLF. To establish a framework for negotiations between the Philippine government and the MNLF to achieve a peaceful settlement to the conflict. In 1987, the Aquino administration and the MNLF signed the Jeddah Accord, where they agreed to consider granting full autonomy to Mindanao or Central Mindanao in the current setup, Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, and Palawan. In the 1989 Act 6734, also known as Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, was signed into law. The 1996 Final Peace Agreement, also called the Jakarta Accord, was signed on September 2, 1996 in Manila, Philippines by Manuel Yan. Manuel Yan was a cabinet secretary of Aquino, Ramos, and Estrada administration. Also World War II veteran and the Chief of Staff of Armed Forces of the Philippines, representing the government of the Philippines and Normiswari of the Moro National Liberation Front. The culmination of 4 years of peace talks, the agreement established mechanisms designed to bring about the full implementation of the 1976 Tripoli Agreement. In March 2014, the Comprehensive Agreement of the Bangsamoro was published para tuluyang palitan ng parliamentary government ang ARM at tinatapos din nito ang digmaan sa pagitan ng gobyerno at ang mga MILF na kikilalanin na bilang isang political party at hindi isang rebelde. Bangsamoro government shall ensure the RA 11054, the Bangsamoro government shall ensure the Filipino citizen in its territory shall enjoy the equal treatment and opportunities. Para masunod ito, kailangang pumayag ang magkabilang panig, ang gobyerno at ang gobyerno ng BARM at ang mga taong naninirahan dito. Kaya isinagawa ang isang plebiscite sa pangunguna ng COMELEC noong January 2019 at ang second plebiscite noong February 2019. And these are the languages that they use: Tausog, Chavacano, Samal, Yakan, Cebuano, Tagalog, Badjao, Arabic, and Bahasa Malaysia. And these are the cultural groups that present in the BARM: Magindanaoans, Maranaos, Cebuano, Taosogs, at iba pa.
Good afternoon or good morning everyone. So I am the next presenter of BARM or Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. So this topic is Member of Parliament. So you must be a Filipino citizen, register for BARM voter or register ka sa district sa BARM, able to read and write, and at least 25 years of age. So why it is 25 years of age? So the Bangsamoro Organic Law or BOL has its own law. So naghatag sila Republic Act or RA number 11054 for parliamentary elections in BARM. So for exclusive lang for BARM na dapat na 25 years of age ka na isa ka voter. Next is youth representative. So in youth, you must be 18 to 30 years of age. So in time of election siya. And next, also in district representative. So sa district representative, usa po ka registered voter in the district and a resident for at least 1 year before election. So you must be in that district to be a district representative. So next is the BARM funds management or Bangsamoro funds management. So funds from annual block grant. So what is block grant? So it's a sum of money given by a larger government to a smaller government. So it's an annual revenue for national government nga mohatag sila to a smaller is in a smaller government. So it provide them for 5% for national revenue for BARM annually niya for every year. So equivalent to the net national revenue and tax for and custom elections day. So ang tax collection sa BARM is 25% sa BARM and 75% for the LGU. So that's all for my topic in BARM. Thank you.
Now we move on to Legislative Department of the BARM. The policy-making process in the BARM involves a bill going through under 3 readings. After the 3rd reading, the minister has 30 days to sign the bill, and if the minister doesn't take action within this time frame, the bill will automatically becomes a law. And after 10 days the law was implemented, a copy will then be sent to the national level. The Wali has the ceremonial functions and powers such as moral guardianship of the territory and convocation and dissolution of the legislation, also called as Act of No Confidence. And if the 2/3 of the members of the parliament voted for the Act of No Confidence, the minister will give the floor to the Wali. The Wali should hold an election within 120 days. Yet the members of the parliament shall remain in position until the result and declaration of the election. But they cannot sign any contracts and spend public funds aside from salary and necessary expenses. Now you move on to the judiciary branch of the BARM. The BARM has 3 judiciary courts. First is the Sharia High Law. It is the legal court for Islamic laws. Second is the local court, under the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Lastly is tribal justice system. It is the traditional court for indigenous people. After 4 decades of armed conflicts, why the BARM was formed? It is to have a peace and resolution between the government and armed rebels. And this will be discussed more by our dear friend Giselle Cabisan.